Welcome, guys, to another episode of the Evolution Podcast. Today, I've got a special show for you. I've got a special show in the sense as to we're actually doing this. If you've noticed, I just want you guys to pay attention. There is no elephant behind me, okay? I want you guys to notice right now, the lighting actually looks like it's actually on point, which is actually kind of crazy. But we're actually doing this live in studio. And today I have a special guest who's going to be joining me. Her story is very phenomenal in the sense as to how she started, what she's had to overcome. And today, guys, I want you guys to stick around because we're going to be covering some TikTok craze. So my guest today, Alex, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, it's good to have you on. So Alex, all right. So people are watching this and they're like, oh my God, who is this girl that's here? Why is she on the show? We're used to Emmanuel, just being the one talking. And now
I'm here.
okay, awesome. So tell me, what do you do or where you from?
So I'm in the aviation industry.
Okay.
From Louisville, Kentucky, and I lived in Charlotte for quite some time. So
Okay.
I lived here with my best friend Julie,
Okay.
and that's kind of how we came about. We came about by Julie.
Yeah, that's true. She
Julie's
broke
connecting
she
everyone.
brokered this, so we gotta make sure she gets a
We
she
gotta
gets
make
a
sure
cut.
she gets a shot.
Make sure she gets a shout out. But actually, one of the reasons why I brought you here is because we kind of have some interesting views in the sense as to there's a few things I want to comment on in the sense as to you have TikTok, right?
Oh, I have to.
Okay, so you've seen all the crazy advice that people give. You've seen all the basically people talking
Maybe
about.
I've given crazy advice.
What kind of crazy advice have you given?
Just about aviation and everything.
So tell me specifically, what aviation advice would you give?
Just about like travel and like I think everyone like sees like aviation and like being able to go places is like glamorous, and I don't think that they always see the side of like how you get to that destination. Like they get there and then they're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, this is beautiful, and then like you don't hear about like going through TSA, you don't hear about behind the scenes and like stuff like that. So everyone's just thinking that life is so glamorous, but it's not always that way.
Interesting. A funny story, guys. I'm not as much as I love TSA is they're keeping us safe, keeping the sky safe, doing everything, taking your 3.5 ounce bottles because, if you take a toothpaste, you might make the plane go boom, boom because, just cause. But, which is, I got a funny story because, I used to, I travel with Bangs, guys. Okay. Just FYI, Bang, the energy drink, the energy one, not, don't kind of get freaked out here. But I used to travel with Bangs, and for some reason, every time they would be like, "Sir, you can't take this on. You can't take this on." Or they'd be like, "Sir, your toothpaste, it has to be 3 ounces." And first time I was like, "So what is my toothpaste supposed to do? Like, is the pilot gonna go, 'Oh my God, you have been traveling with a toothpaste, sir? That's interfering with our equipment.'" But that's my funny story. So long story short, I'm, by the grace of God, gonna buy a private jet just so I don't do it, so they don't take my toothpaste. But that's my inspiration, guys. That's my
like low key drop. Like I'm gonna buy my own private jet. Thanks.
listen. You got to put it out there. You got to put it down there in the future. And for all you haters, you got to make sure. I got to manifest that. All right. Okay. So one thing I actually covered this topic a couple days ago for the OGs that basically watched this. Remember, guys, we had the cheesecake chick, the chick that went to Cheesecake Factory, and she's like, "Oh, hi, I'm mighty." So today, because I gave my commentary and people were like, "Oh, you a dude, you commented about this." I have Alex here with me. She's awesome. She hasn't watched this video yet. Most of the videos we're going to be showing, she hasn't watched it because I want to make sure this is authentic as possible and this is not scripted. So Kyle, if you want to go ahead and just pull the first video on screen. All right, guys, we're going to be taking a listen to this.
Whew. Let me just get the door for you. Okay. He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. Oh, you're not this far. Mm-mm. Yes.
Would you want me to open the door for you?
Look.
Are you're recording me?
Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Yeah. Okay. So if you want to just so let's see, just straight off the bat there, what do you what take?
And She's upset.
that he took her to the Cheesecake Factory.
And because it's a chain restaurant, is that what I heard her
Yes.
say?
Yeah. Yes.
So basically, it's not because it's like the Cheesecake Factory. It's because it's a chain restaurant.
Uh-huh.
That is insane.
No,
That's
but
the first date.
it's a first date. Okay, so I want to get your take on this. What's the worst first date you've been on?
I don't know. The worst first date I've been on was probably a live podcast.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Please. Okay, guys,
So,
we're gonna talk about this.
It
Yes,
was
please. Yeah.
definitely, like, okay, so not a lot of people know about this, but like I moved to Minneapolis, Minnesota for my job, and I was just new to the city and everything. Kind of, went through a breakup and wanted to take my time, just like doing things on my own. And then I finally got to a point where I'm in the group at work, and then I just kind of want someone to share those different experiences with. And so I got a message on my phone from a producer, and I thought it was a joke at first. Like, I was just like, this is spam. And then my friends were like, oh no, like, we nominated you to be on a podcast. And I was like, no, I'm not doing it. And so then the producer finally asked me to like come at least watch an episode, got there. And then I was just like, yeah, I'm still not doing this. Like, will you do it? I'm like, no, I'm not going to date someone on a live podcast. I'm sorry. That's not happening. And then he like showed me the guy, like that sort of thing, like said that we had stuff in common. And I'm like, okay, like, I guess like I'll do it, like whatever. And it just like, I don't know. I guess like I didn't watch the first 2 dates. I didn't really, I guess I was just like thinking about like how our connection would be.
Uh-huh.
And I think just like the anticipation of like just being nervous and like doing like something live like that, I didn't really like know what I was getting myself into. Anyways, it didn't really go as planned. And like he was kind of like, let's just say he wasn't the guy I thought he was. And so he was just didn't end up going well. But I after that, I think everyone just kind of wanted to know like what was gonna happen. And I was just kind of like,
so what turned you off about this dude?
He was just like very much into like his business and like, which I think is great. Like he was like very like self-efficient and like he owns his own business. And I thought that was great. But I'm just kind of like, are you here to like promote your business, or are you here to like,
Gotcha.
go on a date, like
So-
that sort of thing? And then he like said that I was there for the wrong reasons,
Oh.
which then probably what like really like got me like, oh no, we are not going here. Like, one, like I did not even want to come on this podcast.
Uh-huh.
Like I saw you and then wanted to come on this podcast. Of course, he doesn't know any of this. And then I like said I was there for all the wrong reasons and everything, but in retrospect, I'm like, I am the only contestant not posting before, after, or during. But I'm here.
So we're getting the exclusive, basically. Evolution Podcast is getting the exclusive. It's not even a dating show, but listen, guys, we're getting the exclusive.
No one knows about this. So I didn't post about it. I didn't really care. Like the only people who knew about it that I'd said, hey, I'm going on this like dating podcast were my friends. And so I thought that it was just kind of like, I think that he just wanted an excuse just to like not be on the date anymore. And I think that like it was partly because, yeah, like I was nervous. I was interacting with like the audience and stuff like that. Like I'm new to Minneapolis, and like, I mean, like I had who I thought at the time was a guy who was like, he was like really handsome, like so cute. I thought he was like very much my type in that aspect. Like if there was like any attraction there.
Would you date an ugly dude?
Would I date an ugly dude?
Yeah, when I mean like this dude is like Shrek. It's like he makes Shrek look like a handsome man. So because
I mean, I'm someone who believes like I think there has to be some level of attraction, right?
okay.
Or it's just not gonna like, I mean, you can like over time, like whenever I've talked to like friends or like and things like that, they've been like, yeah, like at first it wasn't like that initial like, oh my gosh, he is like the most handsome person I've ever seen or like the hottest guy I've ever seen. We all can't look like Ryan Gosling and stuff like that.
True. Some of
But-
us look like Idris Elba, but yes.
No, but I like, like I've known people to be like, listen, like it wasn't that initial attraction that got me, but like once I knew like them,
Mm-hmm.
it was all like, you know, it was all over. Like I fell in love and like that sort of thing. And like I think that that can happen in some way. So I'm always willing to give it a shot, even if it's not the initial attraction. But I do think you have to have some kind of attraction throughout the relationship or like during dating, or it's
Okay.
just never gonna work. Like, you know what I mean? Like
So let's
if
okay.
that makes sense.
It makes sense, but let's kind of pull this. Let's kind of pull this.
Pull together.
Let's pull it together. Okay. So if I'm understanding you, like, yeah, you know what? There's some. So what would you say? Is physical attraction a big one?
I think physical attraction is a big one.
Okay, so physical attraction. Obviously, the guy on the let's use the guy as an example on the dating show. You know, let's say he
doesn't
was.
deserve this much credit.
He doesn't. All right, let's say another guy on a dating show. You know, another guy. But okay, so we have the physical attraction one. So the dude looks good.
Yeah.
Second one, what's the, because there's actually, we're going to talk about something here, and I don't want to kind of give it away, guys. So there's a few topics we're going to be talking about, because we're going to be talking about some requirements, because I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to be honest with most of y'all here. Most of you are probably not going to get a date, and y'all are just going to be single for the rest of your life, just because, you know, it's the standards out there. It's crazy, and the average income most people make, they don't really make it. It's sad, okay, because that's what TikTok says. So we're gonna have to watch that TikTok video. But I'm gonna get your dating requirements as far as, like, you know, does he have to be 7 feet tall? You know, should he like audition for the NBA and stuff?
Right now?
Not right now. Not right now. No. This is gonna we're gonna get into that. But
Okay.
but first, main thing is physical attraction is a big one.
I think physical attraction is a big one.
Okay.
Like you want to like I don't important thing because like anything that can take over a relationship, and that's not.
So if the guy looks better than you, like he looks way, like, you know, everyone looks at him like, dude, this guy's a model. Like, you know, like, let's say, you know, like you're trying, you know, like there's like couples where, because usually like the girlfriend looks way better looking than the dude.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. But what happens if the guy looks way better looking than the girl?
I got myself a man. Everyone's looking at him walking down the street, and I'm like, yep, that's mine.
Oh, you just be like, okay,
Yeah,
I feel like that's for you.
It's like, you know, like
Yeah, I think for you it's gonna be like,
necessarily fine, but I'm just kind of like, yeah, go for it. Like
Yeah.
I see it as like flattery. Like I'm not really like, am I jealous? Not jealous in the sense of like,
you don't get jealous? I don't believe that.
oh, I think I would in the sense of like if they want to like blatantly like right in front of me,
Mm-hmm.
like try and flirt with like someone that I'm with.
Mm-hmm. Women are ruthless.
I'm there.
They-
Like,
what-
people are ruthless.
They're ruthless. They'll be like,
we were all watching. So we were watching this show, Julie and I. And I think you walked in whenever we were watching it.
oh yeah, the one that I was like, yeah, my testosterone
Yeah,
level was dropping
so-
by watching. But yeah,
Okay, so like they're like selling houses, and she goes like one of the realtors is selling a house to this bachelor, and she is like married, about to have her first kid, like everything, and this guy is hitting on her like blatantly, like she goes like, you know, I'm married, like, you know what I mean, like
yeah.
and this guy's still like, oh well, he's in Miami and you're here in Los Angeles, and I'm just kind of like, guys and girls, they both do it.
That's true. Guys and girls,
They
do
both
it.
do it. And so like that kind of thing, it's just kind of like if you want to disrespect like me and like my relationship right in front of me like that, well, I'm not necessarily gonna get jealous, but I'm gonna let you know that like,
yeah, you know what's
that's not gonna happen.
you know, okay, so you know what's interesting is usually guys who do that, because this guy probably was making like upper 6-7 figures kind of deal. He was like, you know, he had some money, because there's a level of confidence that men get when they are making an amount of money. They're like, yeah, who's that dude? Like, he's there, you know, I could take you on a yacht, you know, girl, like, you know, you could do this, you know, like, what you see my car parked outside, it's a rental from Enterprise, but
But it's still my renter.
but it's still my rental for my Enterprise, unless you don't know how much that car insurance is per day. And just don't even get me started on tolls. But you know, but I think with and this is with women, there's an element of, okay, so there's every guy would tell you this. So I was having a conversation with a colleague, and he was like, dude, you know, before I met my girlfriend, no girl would ever talk to me. It would like, you know, like, hi, but get away from me. And then all of a sudden, boom, the guy's in a relationship, they're like, oh my God, hi, would you want this? Do you want? It's like a switch that women can sense it, like commitment, relationship. He's dedicated. Oh, she wants him. So,
yeah, but I think that that's with like guy, like, you know, like a girl gets in a relationship, like I would go like months without talking to a single guy,
Mhm.
or just like be doing my thing. Like with my job, I'm always kind of traveling, so I mean,
True.
you know, you're just kind of like going about your own life and you're doing your own thing.
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden, when you're interested in someone, you start dating someone, it's like everyone comes out of the woodworks and everyone wants to start talking to you, and you're just like, damn, Like you're just now wanting
Mhm,
this. Like
mhm.
you
But
could
you know,
talk to me like whenever I was like not seeing anyone, alone in my house, covered up in my blanket with my cup of coffee.
but you know what's weird about that? You know what's weird about that is people then fall for that illusion of like, oh my god, I have all these people interested in me. You know, she's looking at her boyfriend like, listen, if you keep acting up, you need to check my DMs, right? But then she keeps, you know, and then he's like, listen, I can go to the club. You see me, I just got a $10,000 a month rate. Oh, wow, well, then again, anyone who get 10,000 a month, you're making good money. But people fall for that illusion of like, oh my god, I can get more out there, and then boom, they leave, and next thing you know, it's like, oh,
Well, like, those things can be such a facade. Like I think that like once you like really start dating someone and really start getting to know them, like you learn their like true character. And like I think it's like that 3 month. I always think it's like at 3 months. Like
Yeah.
like kind of like if you want to like start dating them like seriously. And I think that like at some point, like you're gonna see their true authentic self. Like, at the beginning of dating, I think you're always trying to like, be on your best and like put on your best smile and your best show. How long can you really keep that up when everyone sees like everything behind, like say like guys' money and like stuff like that? And I think like that's kind of like the thing, like they see that illusion.
Yeah.
Is that kind of like what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Like, like I think that like you can only keep up that illusion for so long. It always unfolds.
But okay, so this is what I even think it's even interesting, because I think you can extend the 3 months to 5 years. Here's why. Okay, that's not it, because you kind of like, well, what's this man talking about? If you only see this person, let's say you're out of town, right? Let's say, we're not gonna say where you live, but let's say you live in Louisville and he lives in Canada, right? And you guys see each other, 1 week a month, right? There's still that spark because you go 3 weeks and then you see each other like, oh my god, oh, but but well, I'm gonna assume that's what happened. I'm a man of God, guys. But geez, okay, just telling you guys that might be what happened. But now imagine this: if it's 1 week a month, right, or basically 3 days a month, whatever it is. Imagine now if, because the spark and attraction is always there.
Are you still doing that 5 years down the road?
But let's say that continues that 5 years down the road because nobody wants to move.
You're not doing that.
Well, then again, but there's some situations where some people would actually go through with that. There's some people that would do long distance relationships,
and like that's where it's just like I think like and we can both I think say this is like, dating for everyone looks so different in what they want, like their own dating requirements or like what they want in a person. I think that's different for everyone.
Okay.
Like yeah, we all kind of have like similar views on some things, but I think like overall like it's going to be different. Like someone can want long distance and think that that's great, and then someone can think that I could never do that.
Yeah.
Like, I've done both. I've dated long distance and I've done it like, dating where I can see them like
in person,
all the time.
I think you really get to know a person when you live with them, because you pick up their habits. Like you'll be like, you hear her, she's like the most gorgeous person next to him. She's not.
Like, I'm gonna have that for the rest of my life. Like, go through with this. And I think that that's like a good thing. Like I've always like I was talking to my mom about this because I think it's a hot topic, and like like you're a man of God.
Hallelujah.
And like I consider myself in the Christian faith. I don't think that anyone's perfect. I think we all sin, and I don't think you can judge a person for that.
True.
Only God can judge you.
Absolutely, unless you're a man of God, then you can judge. But okay, so we got to get into the next topic. So, Kyle, if you can you just pull up the so before we go ahead and dive into this? So, remember we're talking about the first date, right? So apparently there is a list. Okay, there's a list. And guys, if you're watching this, there is a list of places to not go to on a first date.
Oh, because of Cheesecake Factory.
There's a list of places to not go to, and if you go here, you burn in hell. Pulling up the article there. If you scroll down and just exit the ads, hopefully we don't and then down to more, some more. Okay, some more. Jeez, yeah, there you go. I think that's go up a little bit. Nah, because USA Today did an article.
Okay.
Did it go up a little bit? Because that's a list. Top 20. There you go. That's a list.
Oh, here it is. Okay.
Okay. So this is the list. So the first place is, all right, we're gonna cross off the lake. Cheesecake. We're gonna do rapid fire. Okay, yes or no. Okay.
We're doing rapid fire.
Rapid fire. All right, I'm gonna ask you this. Rapid fire. All right.
Okay. I don't care.
Okay, so Cheesecake Factory. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Applebee's. Yes or no?
$1 margaritas in October, sure.
Okay. Chili's.
No.
Wow. Chipotle.
Yeah.
Olive Garden.
Yeah.
Okay. The movies.
Absolutely not.
Why not?
I just don't think that you can really get to know someone on a first date off of going to a movie.
Okay. Okay.
Like, you're not like, I don't think it should be an interview. Like, I think that like okay, so say we went to any of these places as a like the restaurant, any of
Mhm.
the restaurants, right? Like before we even go have dinner, I'd want to go do something.
You wanna talk
Like,
to the person.
I'm like a go do something kind of a gal. Like, I like going and get coffee and going for a walk.
You're giving it. You're giving it up. You're giving it up. You're giving it up. 'Cause
Oh,
we still got. We
gosh.
still got more. We
Okay,
still got more.
then let's do my
Yeah,
theory
yeah, yeah.
after. You
Okay,
ask me
okay.
mine.
Well,
I
all
just
right,
don't
all
think
right,
movies
okay.
are
Well,
good.
all right,
Okay.
we'll come back to it.
Rapid
All right,
fire.
number
Slow moment.
8, your house.
Number 7?
Number 7 is Olive Garden. Number 7. Yeah, number 7, your house.
No.
No, okay, guys, you're not your house. Number 8, any fast food chain.
No.
Cheesecake is a
Yeah,
factor.
yeah. Actually, yeah, and we'll get to
Jeez.
that. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
number 9. Number 9. Be careful because you're gonna piss off a lot of people if you say no to this one. Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
Okay, number 10. If you count Wingstop.
No.
Oh wow. Number Red Lobster.
I'm not a big Red Lobster fan, so I would say no.
Wow. Number 12, a buffet.
No.
Number 13, IHOP. But not
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. All right, so we
Like,
so
yeah.
okay, Denny's.
Yeah.
Okay, the gym.
Yeah.
Oh no, don't no, I don't think that. Church. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Okay. Starbucks.
Yeah.
Okay. Taylor Swift concert.
Yes.
Okay, that was on there. Number 18, coffee dates.
Yes.
Okay. 19, what do you got? Ice cream dates.
Sure, yeah.
20, family function.
No.
Wow. 21, movie night, Netflix and chill. Or Hulu and chill.
No.
What about HBO Max and chill? Game of Thrones.
No.
Number 13, somewhere that requires a long drive.
Somewhere that requires
Like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how people get kidnapped. Just careful. Number 23, bowling.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Boom. 24, nightclubs.
No.
Wow. All right. 25, what you got? Hookah bar.
No.
Okay. And then Waffle House.
No.
Sporting event.
Yes.
Okay. And yeah, we're doing the list if you're gonna yeah. Okay. So why did you what was the one you said no to again? Because you said no to I think it was your
The movie. I said no to the movie.
yeah, the movies.
You know, I just think that you can't really get to know someone on a date by just going and seeing a movie.
Yeah, we're getting the feedback on the music, by the way. Oh, got you. Yeah.
Oh, it is next door?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
That's fine. Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't think you can get to know someone on a genuine level just by watching a movie. I mean, sure, you can see their reactions and stuff, but I don't think you're going to be able to, like, like we're doing right now. You're not going to be able to like talk to them about certain things. We're in a movie, but
That's the best place. It's quiet. Okay.
Have you ever seen How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days where they're in the movie? I mean, she's trying to lose him, but like she's like talking and then there's this guy behind them who's like, movie watching, and like the whole time is just like, and then he ends up getting in a fight with the guy she's on.
And then she lost him. Yeah, got you. Okay.
I mean, it's just kind of like, like I just don't think a movie's like a good first date.
Movie's not a good first date. All right, guys. So then again, you know what's interesting? All right, so I'm actually before we pull the stats here, I'm gonna ask you a question. What percent of men do you think are like single under 30, 18 to 30?
18 to 30?
Mm-hmm.
Single?
Mm-hmm.
Like 61%.
That's very specific. 61%.
Yeah, I think 61%.
Did you read that stats or
No?
You just okay. All right. So 1/3 of men between ages of 18 and 30 are single, and then another 20% or 30% of that are like virgins or haven't had sex in a year or something like that. So the reason why I'm bringing that stat is because a lot of men are going to see that list and they're going to freak out. Because here's the thing, most men already are nervous and struggling when it comes to dating, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So there was a girl, she was and Julie knows her, and she was talking about no guy approaches me. She goes, I'm friendly, I'm smiling. She watches the show. Shout out to you, by the way. And she's like, no guy approaches me. I like, what do I have to do for guys to approach me? And now how many guys approach you, would you say on average? Like physically come talk to you, like, hey, yo, what's up? Like, whew, whew, like the whistle? No.
Like the whistle. I don't know if I can like answer that. Like I think that I try and I'd be oblivious to whenever guys like approach me. I'm kind of like in the zone, like especially in public. Like I'm not looking like, oh, like what guys are approaching me. But I don't know. I mean, I get quite a bit of attention if I'm like out with friends or at a bar and we're like hanging out and just I feel like I get some attention. Yeah.
Got you. Okay. So the reason why I'm bringing that up is this, because a lot of men already struggle with like what to say. Because I used to be a dating, for the OGs have been staying, stuck with me since the beginning. You guys know I used to give dating advice on what to say, what not to say, what to do. And most men would be like, what do I say to her? Like, do I ask her how her day is? Or I'd be like, hey, miss, like do you remember a pickup line? Yeah. What's the worst pickup line you've ever had?
The worst pickup line? I don't know. I can't think of like the worst pickup line.
All right, what's the one you can think off the straight off your head?
Oh, think out straight off my head?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can think of one straight off my head. Like I'm not like, I just like a pickup line. I feel like it's just guys just like approach you nowadays and they're just trying to interact with something that you're doing in that moment.
Yeah, what would be a best if you had to do a pickup? And I want to hear the voice too. You gotta do the voice. You gotta do the voice. You're gonna go approach a girl right now, right?
Oh, I'm better.
So let's say okay.
Lines.
All right, you gonna do the pickup line. I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm like, hi, yeah, I should just hanging around, do my thing. What's your pickup line? But listen.
I'm trying to get it. Is this how guys feel? They're like,
yeah, this is exactly.
They start sweating. And
this
they're
is
like, oh my gosh.
This is it. Let's hear it.
I mean, like, I'm a big Tennessee girl, so I'm gonna be like, hey, are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see.
Oh my god, that's weird. It's creepy. Where are you from? 1985.
That's it. I don't have a pickup line.
But see, that's the thing.
I think it's different in every region.
No.
No, can we talk about this? I really want to talk about this.
Okay, talk about it.
Can I please talk about it?
Yeah, talk about it.
I've lived everywhere you can freaking imagine, I feel like, at this point. Like, I've lived on the West Coast, the East Coast. I've lived down south. I've lived up north. And it, like, how guys approach you is, like, so different everywhere.
Okay.
That you go. So, like, in, like, Louisville, I feel like, because I'm from there, it's, like, they just kind of like approach, hey, like more of the like, how's your day going?
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole group of guys kind of like look.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, my friend's about to fail right now.
Yeah.
Like, he's either about to fail or this is gonna go really well. But the whole group is looking at this group of girls because they're like, okay, is that girl cute? Yeah, her friend's really cute. Yeah, go.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's how it is in Louisville, Indiana. But like out west, I feel like these guys, I don't know what it is. And I mean, we can talk about it, but they just like see you, they'll come up, they see you at the bar. They've been, obviously they know that you're there. They're like, hey, can I get you a drink? Or, hey, my name is Blaine. Can I get you a drink? I just feel like they're straight to the point. They're confident. Like they just walk up. They're like, hey, my name is, what's your name? Just like kind of more direct. They're going to like come up and like just be like straight.
So which is better based off of where you've lived at?
I don't know.
I mean, I gotta give you the face. Like,
I don't know. I like the confidence that some guys have, but it also can be like really like enduring whenever a guy is like kind of nervous, and you can tell like.
Do you like the nervous guy coming in?
I think it's kind of cute.
Okay, guys, first off, can you bring the camera to me? First off, okay, if a girl ever says it's kind of cute, if your approach is kind of cute, you are going automatically in the friend zone. You know what the friend zone means? That is where you've dug yourself in a hole, where you've literally been buried. Your family members aren't even going to know you have an obituary. So if she ever says your approach is cute, just be like, oh my God, are you nervous? So cute. That's what you say to a pet. So unless you're my friend or a dog or a cat, you don't want to be like, oh my God, your approach. Oh my God, that's so cute. So, but I just wanted to basically make that comment there. But back to what you said, please.
Cute. That was cute. Are you done? You're done with the
Yeah.
And I agree. Like, but it's like I just feel like there's like different approaches. And then like up north, whenever I first got there, I love Minnesota. I love the accent. I think it's fun. Like, but like I feel like guys don't really approach you. Like, even if they think you're cute, even if they are just like,
No.
I feel like they just don't approach as much because I feel like they like kind of already have like their thing, their like friend group, and like I feel like they might be just like a little comfortable in that.
So they it's like a referral network, basically.
It's kind of like, okay, so like you and Julie live in Charlotte now.
Mm-hmm.
I used to live in Charlotte. What I loved about Charlotte, and not only the dating scene, but just Charlotte in general.
Are you a player in Charlotte? Because you just said the dating scene, something like.
A little bit.
Wow. Well, this was honest.
Okay. But I think that like, well, in Charlotte, I was getting to know like what I wanted. Like I had a boyfriend.
Okay.
But like I got to know what I liked about like what I wanted in a relationship. I went on dates to figure out like, okay, I like this about like a person. I want this in a person, but like I need this all to come together. And if like you want like your dating requirements, but I think that like the cool thing about Charlotte, rather it was like just the cool thing about the city is no one in Charlotte is necessarily from Charlotte.
Okay.
So you're all trying to get to know each other. You're all trying to fit into this city. And I think that was like so much fun and so great. And even the people that live here, I remember if like anyone ever said that they were from Charlotte, I'm like, it's like seeing a unicorn. You're just like, you're from Charlotte. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was fun. And like, that was just like with friends, like if you were dating and stuff like that. And like, I love Minneapolis. It's such a good city. Like I've gotten to know it. Like I like immersed myself in the city, but it's a little harder because a lot more people in Minneapolis are from Minneapolis. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing because I don't think that necessarily is a bad thing. I'm just saying like for someone coming in who's like new to the city, it's a little bit harder to kind of like, because you're seeing it for yourself for the first time. And like, it wasn't like going to like Los Angeles, Charlotte, or anywhere else. It was like, in those places, I feel like I was in cities where it was like no one from there was, or no one there was actually from there. So it was a little easier. This one was a little bit harder. And it does take like, I think guys just don't approach you as much because they are like used to like what
they're used to, yeah. Or maybe they're scared. You might say the approach is cute.
He's gonna give me shit about that.
Oh yeah.
At the end of days.
Oh yeah.
He'll be like, we'll be going to like a bar, you're like go get a drink somewhere or happy hour, and then a guy's gonna come over and you're gonna be like, don't be cute.
Yeah, man.
You're gonna be like, don't be cute.
Whatever you do, don't be cute. So that's
walk up there with confidence.
Which is all right. So I'm
kidding.
I'm gonna get your take on this one. So Kyle, if you can put up the dating requirements there for the minimum amount of money a man needs to make.
Oh, we're talking about this.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about a minimum amount of money. Okay, and before Kyle pulls it up, all right, I want to take a guess. So there was a woman that was asked this question: what's the minimum amount of money like the guy has to make? What do you think is the what would you say for you? Like, should he make $1 million, 10 million, 20, 40?
I've never been one to care about the money, but that's just like my preference.
So if he was like, hi, I ain't got a job, but
I got what?
It's like, but I can do the dishes and all that stuff, and he just wants to stay home and be stay-at-home boyfriend.
No, here's like, okay, so there is like some kind of okay,
see,
right.
See,
but I mean, like, I just want someone to be passionate about what they're doing, and like, I want them to be a go-getter. Like, there's no doubt about that. Like, I want them to go chase their goals. I want them to be passionate about what they're doing. I want them to be able to be honorable, but I don't need them to make millions. Like, I just want someone who can, like, I don't know, like, have fun with what they're doing and, like, just, like, be so passionate about it. Because, like, I'm a pretty independent person. Like, I'm not always here. And, like, I'm passionate about my job. So I kind of want that with someone else. But, like, do we need to be making, like, think. Like, no, like I can, like I've already been through rough times and like I've been there. So I think I kind of like have that like
Yeah.
little heartstring of just kind of like, I don't need millions of dollars, but if you're into me and I'm into you and we're just loving life and we're passionate about what we're doing, then I could give two fucks about money.
Love don't pay bills.
Love don't pay
I never
bills,
the
but
you know I never
no.
paid rent. Like she's like, oh my god, what's your love meter today? So what's your love meter today? Okay, so we need a minimum of 1,000 love meter to be able to pay for rent today. Can you show that, sir? We need proof. Or you go.
I think it's like I just don't think money's everything. But like I think that
True.
you need to have like a job. Yes. Like I think you need to have something where you are making income because I mean we're in that world today where you kind of have to like work for what you got. But then what's the point in like, you know, like I don't want that to be their only like I don't know how to describe it. How do you want to describe it? I'm like I
Cute.
don't want them to be a bum.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want them to be like high almighty, like I got all this money because that's gonna be annoying.
So you don't want him to be like the podcast guy,
What podcast?
the dating guy, the dating podcast guy. Because that guy was like, I got all the money. You want to hear about my
No,
business?
He was just promoting his business. That's all he was there for.
Hey, listen, he's trying to make some money. So, Kyle, can you pull that up?
Pull it up.
Yeah, this one.
How much money does a guy need to make in order to be with you? $1 million a month. He needs to be making to be dating me. How tall does he need to be? Like 6'5" minimum. I'm not tall enough. Hell no. I'm sorry. Short kings, but like not for me. Not for me. All right.
All right, cool. That's it. All right, so let's come back. So she said her requirements.
Mhm.
1 million. I don't think she's ever made. I don't know.
1 million a month.
1 million a month. Yes, scratch that, guys. My bad. We you know, jeez, us brokies. 1 million a month. What do you think?
I think she needs to start her own OnlyFans.
I actually got a video for you for that.
I don't even want to ballpark it. She makes bank.
So
Okay,
how much
let's-
are you railing in on OnlyFans?
Drop it.
Drop
Come
it.
on
Come
now.
on, drop it.
I mean,
I love
like the
these
first,
two.
so I started May 2021.
Did you
And-
do like a hard launch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Until like October, this past October, I would make like 100 to 150K a month.
My
And-
God.
And then I made it a TikTok. So you guys know Anna Paul, obviously.
Yes.
So she made this TikTok of her like filming a day in her life as an
I
OnlyFans
saw that.
creator,
Mhm.
and she started it off with like, "So I'm a sex worker," and I was like, "Oh, that's like great!" Like probably it had so many views. I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, I want to do that." So I made like a vlog, like, and I started it off with that, and I vlogged like me getting ready for my OnlyFans shoot, and it did so fucking well. Like in October, this past October. So now it's like 350 a month. It's insane.
Are you?
Yeah, okay, yeah, let's
serious?
yeah,
What do you-
that's it. All
what?
right, so let's get your take on that. So she went from 150. First off, can you put the camera on me, please? I don't know who's paying for this, guys. Listen, we got to kind of a come to Jesus moment because if she's making if she's making 350, which means you know some of you watching this right now, y'all subscribing, y'all paying $11 a month. Okay, and probably some of you in a relationship right now. If we pull that bank statement, you'd be out there sending, 1,000. Hey, girl, can you send me some feet pictures? But what's your take on that? She's making 350. If we do that multiple per year, she's about almost 4 point something million
Yeah.
a year.
Yeah.
A year.
Yeah.
That's what most people make in a lifetime.
Yeah. I would think that this is tough because I never want to I don't know that girl personally, and I would never degrade a woman like that.
Mhm.
Because I think that society has kind of led some people to this point. I mean,
Mhm.
obviously, people are subscribing to that. You just said it. People are paying for that. They're paying
Mhm.
to see that, and I have my opinion about that. And that I just think that that's degrading to I like I said, I think you just need to be honorable as a person. That's something that I look for, and I just think that that's I just think that that's insane. I would never do that myself. But I mean, that's what I'm saying is good for her because she is doing it by herself. She's not saying I need this, this, and this in a man.
you were going really well for that at that point, and then you just went full on like, okay, you know what?
I just think
I'm
it is,
gonna be
but
PG. I'm gonna translate for you guys.
I'm not
Listen,
trying to get canceled. But if you want to ask my opinion, I just think that the OnlyFans thing is just like it pisses me off. It irritates me. Because like here I am, like I'm working. I've worked from literally the bottom. If you can think of any bottom, it's been there. I've been there.
Mhm.
Like living in my car, like the very bottom. And right now I'm in my 1-bedroom apartment
Mm.
trying. I mean, I'll be honest, like I'm still trying to make it work. Like
Yeah.
I think we all are trying to still make it work, but it's just like to be like someone who like it's frustrating because I worked so hard to get to where I'm at, and like this girl can literally go online for, you know, what doing what she does. I've never seen an OnlyFans before. I've only had people steal my pictures to make their OnlyFans before. So, like they do that and then they just make,
Millions.
millions here.
Millions.
It's frustrating. It's really frustrating because it's just like, I don't know. I just feel like people are out here working so hard and then people can do that and
Yeah. You know what, guys?
deceiving.
I'm gonna make a OnlyFans of my feet. So send some feet pictures because listen, if she's doing 350, just like that life of listen, my feet about to get an OnlyFans. All right, that'll be coming up soon. Just kidding. All right, guys. Alex, was good having you on. Like I said, guys, we
Yo.
gotta keep it short. If
I know, I
you
wish we could talk about more.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a part 2 to this, guys. So definitely make sure to subscribe to the channel. Go and hit the like, and also, guys, on a future video, Kyle hopefully is gonna show his face. And we're gonna give a shout out to Kyle from Push Live. That's it, guys. And then again, it was good having everybody on. Like I always like to say, bye bye, enjoy, salute, and don't subscribe to OnlyFans.